Daf Yomi, Tractate Bava Batra, page 140b, top of the page, with the words Bas Ishto. Mahu, Shetemait Benechasim Al Manaso, Mahu, Shetemait Benechasim Al Manaso, Bas, Ezeme Hen Kodemes. What is the halacha with regard to sustenance of the deceased pledged to give the daughter of his wife from a previous marriage? Does it reduce the value of the estate? What is the halacha with regard to the sustenance to which his widow is entitled? Does it reduce the value of the estate? Furthermore, with regard to his widow and daughter, which of them takes precedence if the estate is insufficient to provide sustenance for both? Amar le zilhaidana vita limachar kiyata Amar le pshot mihat chada de Amar Rabbi Abba Amar Rabbi Asi asu almana etzel habat kebat etzel haachin benechasim muatin ma bas etzel haachin habat dizoines והאחים ישאלו על הפסוחים, אף אלמונה אצל הבאס, אלמונה ניזוינס, והבאס תשאל על הפסוחים. Rabbi Bava said to Uriah, "Go now and come back tomorrow." When he came back, Rabbi Bava said to him, "Resolve at least one of your questions." As Rabbi Abba says, that Rabbi Asi says, the sages established the status of the widow in relation to the daughter as equivalent to the status of the daughter in relation to the brothers in the case of a small estate. Just as in the case of a daughter in relation to her brothers, the daughter is sustained and the brothers go and request charity at the doors, so too in the case of a widow in relation to the daughter, the widow is sustained and the daughter goes and requests charity at the doors. Admon Omer, the Mishnah teaches that Admon says rhetorically, Bishvil Shani Zachar Hifzadati Bechule. Okay, so Admon says rhetorically, I lost out just because I'm a male. Rather, he holds that the sons also receive sustenance. The Gemara asks, my ka'amar, what is he saying? Amar Abaya hachikamar. Abaya says this is what he's saying. Bishvil shani zachar v'royani l'lasuk b'toira ezaditi. Amar le'rava eloyat man l'lasuk b'toira hu diyoris. Tilo esuk tilo yoris. Ela amar rava hachikamar. Bishvil shani zachar v'royani lirash b'nchas b'rubi b'nsadi b'nchas b'moatin. So this is what's going on here. Admon basically says, because I'm a male, should I lose out? Abaya said, this is what he's saying, because I'm a male, am I fit to? So, what is he actually saying? Abaya said that this is what he is saying, because I am male, and I am fit to engage in the study of the Torah, I lost out, and must go begging instead of studying the Torah. Rava said to him, if that is so, should one conclude that it is only one who engages in the study of Torah who inherits, whereas one who does not engage in the study of Torah does not inherit? Rather, Rava said that this is what Admon is saying. Because I am male and I am fit to inherit in the case of a large estate, should I lose my inheritance entirely in the case of a small estate? And that's the end of that piece. New Mishnah. Haniach banim ubanois vetumtum bizman shenechasim merubin azacham doechen oisoi eitzel nekevos nechasim muatin and nekevos doechos eitzel zacharim. With regard to one who left behind sons and daughters and a tumtum. Tumtum is basically ambiguous gender. Something covering it, something like that. Who looks at it as a male or female is indeterminate. The halacha is as follows: when the estate is large, and the males direct the tumtum to the females, and exclude him. They're still calling him a him. Interesting. And exclude him from the inheritance, claiming that perhaps the tumtum is female. When the estate is small, the females direct the tumtum to the males and exclude him from receiving sustenance, claiming that perhaps the tumtum is male. Ha'omer imtel ishti zachar yitol mana yolda zachar yitol mana yekeva masayim yolda dekeva no tells masayim. With regard to one who says, if my wife gives birth to a male, the offspring shall receive a gift of 100 dinars. If she in fact gave birth to a male, the offspring receives 100 dinars. If he says, if my wife gives birth to a female, the offspring shall receive a gift of 200 dinars. If she, in fact, gave birth to a female, the offspring receives 200 dinars. Im zachar mana im nekeva masayim yolda zachar nekeva zachar natil mana nekeva natil masayim yolda tumtum eino notel im amar kol ma sheteled ishti yitol hare ze yitol v'im ein sham yoresh elohu yoresh esakol. If he says, if my wife gives birth to a male, the offspring shall receive a gift of 100 dinars. And if she gives birth to a female, the offspring shall receive a gift of 200 dinars. And in fact, she gave birth to both a male and a female. The male offspring receives 100 dinars, and the female offspring receives 200 dinars. If she gave birth to a tumtum, the tumtum does not receive anything. If he said, whatever offspring my wife gives birth to shall receive a gift of a certain sum, and she gave birth to a tumtum, the tumtum receives it, and if there is no heir other than the tumtum inherits all of the estate. And now for the Talmud. The Talmud says, the Mishnah states that the males direct the tumtum to the females. The Gemara asks, does this mean that they direct the tumtum and he takes the sustenance like a daughter? It seems like they're always calling the tumtum a male. They always say he, even if the males don't want it, they're calling him a he. What a plight! There's a lot to be thankful for. Also, that you're not a tumtum, you know. Dochanosa b'shakol kibas. Avatani sefer yol the tumtum and noitel. Amrambaya dochanosa v'non. The Mishnah states that the males direct the tumtum to the females. The Gemara asks, does this mean that they direct him and he takes sustenance like a daughter? Isn't it taught in the latter clause of the Mishnah that if one said that either his male or female child will receive a certain sum once his wife gives birth, and she gave birth to a tumtum, the tumtum does not receive anything? This indicates that the tumtum does not have the rights of a female. Abaya says the Mishnah means that they direct him to the females, but he has no rights to sustenance. Wow. Really sucks for that tumtum. They still call him a him. But they deny him to his right as a male, even though they call him a him, but they say he's not a male. Rava Amar Dechanos Seviyesh Levisefa Asan Levishim Begamliel the Tanya Yola Tumtum and the Roiganus Rabshimon Amalain Kedusha Chara Alain. Rava says they direct him to the females and he has a right to sustenance. And with regard to the latter clause of the Mishnah, which grants the tumtum nothing at all, there we arrive at the opinion of Rav Shimon ben Gamliel, as it is taught in Mishnah in Tumura 24b. If one consecrates a firstborn animal while it is still a fetus, stating that if it is male it shall be a burnt offering, and if it is female it shall be a peace offering, and the mother gave birth to a tumtum or a hermaphrodite, androgynous animal, I guess they have that there too. Rabban Shimon ben Gamliel says it is not imbued with sanctity, as it is neither male nor female. So too, in the case discussed in the Mishnah here, Rabban Shimon ben Gamliel maintains that the tumtum receives nothing, as he is considered to be a distinct entity of indeterminate sex, neither male nor female. Mei suvei tumtum yoresh kebem v'nizun kebas b'shlom Rabba Gemara raises an objection from a Brita. A tumtum inherits as a son and is sustained as a daughter. Granted, according to Rava, the Brita can be explained to mean that the clause inherits a son is in the case of a small estate, as the daughters direct the tumtum to the sons, and just as there is no inheritance for the sons, there is none for the tumtum either. And the clause "and is sustained as a daughter" is in the case of a large estate, as the sons direct the tumtum to the daughters, and the tumtum receives sustenance along with them.